What are some strong characteristics? Enthusiasm, positive attitude, even after getting yelled at by her mom? Well, all these things describe my brother, Trenton Strong. Trenton has been there for me since the day I was born, through all the ups and downs. Today, I'll be talking about the poor decisions he's made, how caring he is, and how he pushes me to be a better person. The positive impact my brother has had on me has shown me that no matter how hard life can be, you should try your best to be the best you. Now, my brother, he doesn't make the greatest decisions sometimes. One poor decision he's made is slacking off and getting back in school and getting bad grades. In result of slacking off and getting bad grades, he switched to online schooling, which I don't think is fun at all. This influenced me to do my best in being an A and B student. Another poor decision he's made is partying with his friends a little too much. He used to get in trouble all the time for not being home before curfew. That taught me to be home before curfew every night, so I didn't get yelled at like he did. Speaking of friends, this brings me to the next poor decision, his choice in friends. Now, his friends are really nice, but they aren't really a good influence on my brother. Because of this, I've chosen friends that help me be a better person. When you surround yourself with good people, you're more likely to be a good person yourself. Even though my brother has made some poor decisions, he's still a good person and he still cares. My brother is a very caring person. He's always wanting to help out. For example, my mom. She was going through a pretty tough time with a tough breakup and being unemployed for a couple of weeks, and Trenton was always helping her with either bills or groceries. One thing I love about my brother is the motivation he gives me for school. What I love being told is that I make people proud, and Trenton's always telling me how proud he is of me, and so is our mom. What I'm not asked a lot is how school's going. Trenton asks me quite often. He asks if I'm getting picked on or if I need help with schoolwork or whatnot. Now, not only is he a caring person, he pushes me to be a better person. Me to be a better person. My brother pushes me to be a better person almost as much as my dad, and that's saying something. My father is very strict. Trenton, on the other hand, isn't as bad as my dad. I mean, he is always getting on my case about cleaning up after myself, especially when he lets me go in his room to play on his Xbox sometimes. Before I'm able to play on his Xbox, he's always making sure my schoolwork is done. Now, usually it's not, so I have to spend an hour on it just for one class. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of homework at all, and I don't think anybody is, so having to spend an hour on it makes me a little upset. My brother is always giving me good advice. One piece of advice he's given me is to not care what other people think. That's helped me a lot throughout life, especially with school, because people can be pretty judgmental. Because of what Trenton has taught me, I'm now immune to destructive criticism which has boosted my self-confidence. With all that was said, this brings me to the end of my speech. That is how my brother has had a positive impact on my life and has shown me that no matter how hard life can be, you can and should try your best to be the best you. The poor decisions he's made, like slacking off in school and getting bad grades, that influenced me to do well in school. I talked about how caring he is, the little things he does, like asking me how my day was or giving me motivation to do well in school. The last thing I talked about was how he pushes me to be a better person. Being a responsible young adult is very important, and him telling me to clean up after myself is just a small part in becoming a responsible adult. Even though my brother can be a little devil on my shoulder, he can also be a nice little angel. Having an older sibling that cares about you and does what he can to make sure you follow the right path is such a blessing,